Hello and welcome to a special bonus episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. This is an ongoing bonus series as we take a look at the TV shows from the past. On this episode, we're going back to the 1980s as we take a look at the animated Dennis the Menace. And if you are enjoying these episodes, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new episode. Now, sit back and enjoy the special bonus episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we're covering Dennis the Menace. This is based on the Dennis the Menace comic book or comic strips by Hank Ketchum. The series itself was directed by Michael Mullaney. The production company was DC or Deke and Crawley's Animation. It aired in syndication as well as on CBS. And it aired from September 22nd, 1986 until March 22nd of 1988. And it had a total number of 88 episodes. Before we get into the show itself, let's take a look at a brief history of Dennis the Menace. So Dennis the Menace was a daily syndicated comic strip created by Hank Ketchum, and it would debut on March 12th of 1951. So the inspiration for the series came from Ketchum's real-life situation, and where his son Hank, who was 4 years old at the time, refused to take a nap and made a complete mess of his room every time the word nap got mentioned. The character went through several name changes, but it was his wife Alice that said that his son was a real menace, and that is what created the name Dennis the Menace. The character became very popular right off the start. He would actually be in several TV commercials and advertisements for A&W, Dairy Queen, and Sears. And the first sitcom of Dennis the Menace would actually be a live action sitcom, and this debuted in 1959 and ran until 1963, and it starred Jay North as the first live action Dennis the Menace. So in terms of the animated series, the first season would air in syndication and would be distributed by the Program Exchange. And the second season of the show would actually be picked up by CBS and be part of their Saturday morning programming block. The show would be sponsored by General Mills, who would also have the copyrights to the show. So that's why you don't see it on any of the streaming services today. So in terms of the cast, you have Brandon Thicke, who played Dennis Mitchell. Phil Hartman was Henry Mitchell, Mr. Wilson, and Ruff in the first season. He would be replaced by Maurice LaMarche in season 2. You had Louise Valance, who played Alice Mitchell and Martha Wilson in season 1. But she would be replaced in season 2 by Marilyn Lightstone. So in terms of the show, each show was broken up into 3 short stories. And that usually revolved around Dennis and his friends and his adventures around the neighborhood, while also terrorizing the life of Mr. Wilson. The show would be released on home video with episode package tapes under the Playhouse Video brand of CBS Fox Video. And Miller Creek would actually release several episodes on several DVD sets as well. So memory of the show. This one, I watched a little bit as a kid, but I didn't really get into it. This one was a little hard to watch because like the 3 short segments made it kind of disruptive. I would rather prefer kind of like a one long story. This one, by the time you get invested in the character, the segment is over and then you're kind of into the next segment. This one, being of the 80s, the animation was quite limited and there was some animation mistakes upon rewatching, but again, that was part of the 80s. For those that want to check this out, it is available on YouTube. Several episodes are for free, and you can check it out if you would like. But yeah, this was kind of the start of the Dennis the Menace. It would ultimately go on to the Dennis the Menace movie starring Christopher Lloyd, but this is kind of the 80s version of it. So thank you so much for joining us here on a special bonus episode of Disney Movie Investigation. I would invite anyone to please leave a comment below on what they thought of Dennis the Menace or your favorite memories of it. And as we look forward to our next episode, we're going to take a look at a late 90s, early 2000s kind of legal drama when we take a look at the history of Ally McBeal. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.